Hello, this is Joel. I'm with Inner Healing Collective. I've started this collective so I can help people embrace internet marketing. The internet is actually a spiritual nexus. It only appears to be technology based. So the 3D mind, sometimes I call them the sleepers, and even us awake, can use this connection. How else could one anywhere in the world be talking to someone and see them and hear them? It's actually spiritual in the guise of technology. With that being said, I've met so many spiritual, aware, and just people overflowing with love, but they all, not all, a lot of them though, they suffer from, how would you say, scarcity. They're caught up in the 3D world of money. And with the internet and the quickening or the awakening, whatever you want to call it, there's no need for that. Build an online audience, help people, heal people, increase their vibration. And with internet marketing, if you only halfway know what you're doing, you create an audience and an income. And then you help other people do the same. And that's what we're here for. The Inner Healing Collective is to help so we all become free financially and we can all help heal one another and ourselves and bring in more and more people, rinse and repeat. Today I want to go over why I stopped reading motivational books 5 years ago. It's probably longer than 5 years ago. I've probably read 150 motivational books, maybe more, a lot, well over 100. And a few years back, a dear friend of mine kept trying to get me to read, oh, here's another one. But I realized that it got me inspired while I was reading, but it didn't make a lasting impact. I may have even made some to-do lists, created some new habits, but in the end, there were certain things in my life that were still the same. Dr. Bruce Lipton. If you haven't heard of him, I'm going to share the video link to one of his videos. Go watch all of his videos. Everyone you can find. This guy is some scientist. Sounds like a neurologist, if I had to guess, background. But he also knows a little about quantum mechanics. Basically, from the time we were on our third trimester as a fetus, all the way until we're 7 years old, we are being programmed. If you follow Scientology, which I know there are some criticisms of Scientology, but they did get a lot right, guys. Every religion got something right. I mean, in a lot of ways, they all got it right. If they were talking about love, they were right? But Scientology really got this when it comes to our conditioning. There are many ways to reprogram these things in our life we don't like, because we attract it all. We're just vibrations of energy. And Dr. Bruce Lipton goes over, we're 50 trillion independent cells. We're not one. We're a huge collective. Our mind is kind of like the leader, I guess. 95% of everything we do is from a habit that we are unaware of. Our conscious mind can only process 40 bits of data, I think per second or per minute, whatever. Dr. Lipton knows. Where our subconscious mind can do 40 million per second or something ridiculous. Again, watch it. He's the doctor, I'm not. The point is, stop working so hard. There's things in your life that you keep focusing on, and we all do. And we consciously read a book. We consciously try to make more habits. You can beat yourself. I like the idea of a lion tamer. You can be a lion tamer, and your subconscious are your programs, your habits that you keep trying to change in your life. And you can take that whip and just keep biting. And that's it from now on. I'm going to believe in abundance. Take that. And to a degree it works. But most of the time, for me anyway, it's temporary. And it's painful. And humans, we're not exactly fond of pain. So guess what? We stop doing it after a while. So embrace your subconscious and these patterns. There are many modalities that address this. There are ways the subconscious loves to communicate and be reprogrammed. You don't need to beat it with a whip. And that's what we're trained to do in this world. Well, you work hard, read more books, get higher education. You know, all these things, sacrifice. And I'm not saying that stuff is completely invalid, but if you have repeating patterns and that beating yourself up hasn't worked, I'm guessing it's not going to work next time. One of my favorite modalities is hypnosis. If you haven't looked into it, quantum healing hypnosis, spiritual hypnosis. There's about a dozen other names beyond quantum healing. which I've done a few as a client. I'm also training as practitioner. Be nice to your subconscious, and it will release this negative programming. Reprogram it for abundance, and in the end, you will create, and you can create heaven on earth. It's 95% of everything we do is a program. Programs that we didn't put in there. And most of the time we don't even know they're there. And positive thinking does help. It helps distract you. But it doesn't necessarily change the pattern. So you can constantly distract yourself, but your reality still is what it is. Anyway, please watch Dr. Lipton's video. I'll share it in the link. Thank you.